Hello everybody, welcome back to True Crime Metrix. We're going to be finishing up our June Umchinda footage tonight with her interview with Special Agent Pat Sanford and Sergeant Sherry Bennett. Sergeant Sherry Bennett is the police sergeant from Tallahassee Police Department that took over from General Isom when he retired in 2017. She took over the case, she got to know every detail of the case. She went down to Miami to interview June Umchinda with Pat Sanford from the FBI. It's a very good interview. June, as ever, is fantastic. And it's just a really nice conversation to listen to. So that's what we're going to be doing first of all this evening. But later on, we are planning a double bill special Metrix extravaganza with a little bit of Chris Watts. I do have a video prepared for that. We just went to get some body cam footage, cut that down a bunch. A couple of his interviews or press conferences, really. I don't know where they went. If someone has her, just bring them back. Just bring them back. I got back last night. It was like a ghost town. Of course, it's 7 years to the day that Chris Watts murdered his wife Shanann, his daughters Bella, Celeste, and unborn son Nico. Thank God he didn't touch Dieter, the family dog. So yeah, we are planning that. I haven't made a thumbnail yet. I figured I might be able to make a thumbnail during this stream because we're going to be listening to June, which is always a nice thing to do. Have a good time.
Today is 7/24/2018. It is 6:30 p.m. We're here with June. All right. Okay, so we can just go ahead and talk. I just want to
let us know if that audio is okay on the recording of the interview. Is it too loud, too quiet, just right?
Put the date down. We don't, like he said, we don't release anything. I work for the Tallahassee Police Department. I've never released anything we do. No one's going to know we're here talking to you. Okay? You weren't with him at the time everything went down. It's the after, and that's kind of what we're here for.
You were asking.
Yeah.
Welcome everybody in chat. Teresa, David, Taman Nagel, how you doing? Tanya Hurley, M.S. Bugsy. Nice. Welcome back, Pugsy. Oh, it's Miss Pugsy, perhaps. Good job. Mary, good to see you. Yeah, it's double bill episode, so we're trying to cram in some June Umchinda. Then we're going to try and cram in some Chris Watts. So, going to try and get through this one as quickly as possible so we can start our Chris Watts episode. Should be good.
I mean, no, I believe you. It's
yeah, just,
I didn't think anyone would call me since they didn't call when I was with him and I didn't get a call from anyone. So I was surprised you reached out
yeah.
now because
Right.
we've been broken up for like a year now.
A year? Okay.
Yeah, last June.
What happened?
So you don't know. You guys don't listen on his conversations or anything.
No, not all the time.
Yeah, not much. We don't listen to the conversations. Yeah. No, you got the wrong idea, June. Wiretaps? What wiretaps? Oh, funny.
People believe we don't just listen.
Yeah, everybody would think.
Well, we were on a break for 2 months and he got another girl pregnant. So
Okay.
we got back together for the 3 months and found out she was pregnant. So he had a baby and now she's with him and stuff.
Okay.
They living
So.
together and stuff now, you think?
Yeah, they are, but it's not like they're married or anything. It's
Just raising a kid.
yeah, I mean,
What do you think? Did Charlie Adelson have that baby so that hopefully that the Tallahassee police and the FBI would look at him and go, well, we do have all that evidence, but hey, he's really settled down. He's a dad now, so he probably won't do any more murder, so let's just not arrest him. You know, we saw that. That happens. Stupidly, we saw it with Dalia Dippolito. Dalia Dippa didn't do anything to Lido. Who else? Who else? There were others. There have been others. I can't think right now. But yeah, people have babies so that they think the cops are going to leave them alone. It doesn't work like that.
I did talk to him like a couple weeks ago for the first time, but I don't know how long it's going to last between them. I don't really think I should be back with him, but I've been single since, so.
I don't think you should be in a pumpkin patch without proper footwear. You're going to ruin your nice boots, June. Hey, Golden Nibblings, you're from Sweden? My microphone's from Sweden. Say hello. Say Heleg or something.
Yeah, it's hard to get over, but I can tell you, you're definitely better off probably just thinking of
a lot of
how
people
he is.
tell me that.
We've talked to many of his
Everyone
his ex-girlfriends, and
Oh,
I
you
don't think he's
did?
ever been faithful to any of them. So
Oh, so you have met with the other ones?
a lot of them. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
we've talked to a lot of
Jeez.
people.
We
So
can't, just like we wouldn't tell somebody we talked to you, can't tell you.
Did they tell him that they spoke to you? Or?
I don't know if they did or not.
yeah,
We didn't tell them.
yeah.
I don't know if they told him or not, but.
I
No,
didn't
you should
tell
do.
him, but I was going to mention, but I mean, I don't see why I would bring it up to
Why
him.
should you?
Yeah,
I
it's
mean, that's just because he's not gonna find out from us, so.
Yeah.
yeah. He's not gonna know.
It's gonna cause you problems.
You know, Sherry Bennett in this interview is really good at using the woman-to-woman thing. You know, she shows a lot of empathy to June about, hey, you know intuition as a woman, you know if someone cheats and all stuff like that, you know. Pat Sanford, not so much. He's not really got that empathic vibe, you know. I mean, I mean, they did great. They got a lot of information from June. Whether that was exactly intentional on June's part or not, I don't know. I think, you know, June, it's commonly thought of that June seemed to think she was talking to a girlfriend or maybe a couples therapist or something. You know, she just sort of let it all out. I don't think possibly, maybe she hadn't been able to do that and was holding a lot of stuff in. So when the opportunity arose to, you know, just express some of the stuff that she'd been going through, I mean, it was difficult to resist, right? But the cops really used that to their advantage. They got a lot of information to help with the investigation. That much is clear.
You talked to him about it. You said you talked to him a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, on my birthday was June 28th,
Oh.
so we spoke that night and the next morning.
So he like called you on your birthday, tell you happy birthday kind of thing, or
Yeah, and then just how complaining to me with how bad everything's going.
I think June's the same age as I am. I don't know. Have I read that somewhere? I think she's 1987 as well.
And everything.
it's
So.
not the way he wanted it.
He shouldn't have left you, kind of thing.
Yeah, well, he says he's miserable and they break up. They've been fighting and she yells at him and he told her that he's happier with me and stuff, but I mean, I can't. He has a kid.
Don't believe it, June. He's telling her the exact same thing about you. You know, or the other way around, you know. That's what he does. He's a liar.
With her, so.
Yeah. He could just be telling you that too. So you
Yeah,
just never know.
he's full of lies, so.
Yeah.
I mean, no offense.
Yeah. No. We.
You probably talked to the other girls and found out.
Yeah.
Like you said, we talked to a lot of people. So
Yeah. When did you first start dating him?
It was October of 2015, I want to say.
How'd y'all meet?
We met through his ex-roommate, a friend. His name's Jerry, the dermatologist. I don't know if you went to speak to him or not.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, so I knew him, and I was talking to him for a little, and I met Charlie one night. Charlie had a girlfriend at the time, So we all four hung out, and Charlie and I ended up hitting it off more than the other two. So a year went by, and I didn't hear from, like, I was not interested in him. He didn't have my number. So my roommate that you met, like, looked up a periodontist to see for her. She wanted to get a consultation for something. And it happened to be Charlie, and she didn't know him. So he found out she knew me, was my best friend. And then later, he called her, had the office call her and stuff for my number, and saying he would do her procedure for free and stuff if he got my number and stuff.
He really pursued you.
Did he do that?
She didn't end up getting it, but he said he would have. But so yeah, he found me that way, and then ever since then we've been like inseparable until
Last year.
yeah. So.
Yeah.
Do you think all dentists are that sleazy? Yes, I'll do your procedure for free if you get me that number of that hot little Asian chick with the tight body. You get me her number, I'll do your procedure for free. I'll do all your procedures for free if you get me that number of that hot little Asian chick over there. Do they teach that in dental school or what? I mean, that's fucking creepy, you know?
Yeah, I mean, everyone tells me he's such a horrible person and I'm better off. And I know that, but I miss him still, and my life's been a little rocky since we've broken up. So also he has like a family and stuff, and I'm single, and so it's kind of like upsetting to me, and I still don't know what's going on with this case thing. Like, since it came up, our relationship just changed.
Like from the beginning, as soon as it came out in the media?
Yeah, because when we were first together, I had no idea about that. And then it was like a fairy tale, perfect, and then when that came up, it was like, he changed, our relationship, everything changed. It wasn't just about us anymore, it was like, just the case. Like,
he was constantly worried about the case.
Right.
yeah,
So-
we couldn't do anything anymore, or go anywhere.
What was he like saying when you first?
How's the microphone now, Teresa? Let's try and sort that out, fix that right up. Maybe if I point the cell phone out of the window. But it gets really hot, this cell phone. I put this ice water on top of the phone, and that will cool the phone. Is that better? Or is it still cutting in and out? Hello?
First came up, did you see it, or did he tell you about it?
About what?
About the case, when you first heard about the case?
The story that they published was the first time I ever heard about it. They thought I was Catherine.
Mm-hmm.
So that guy who was a reporter made me read something and told me about it. And then Charlie pulled up home and they snapped a photo of us.
Where was that, at Charlie's house?
Yeah, in front of his house.
So when a reporter came to Charlie's house and knocked on the door type thing, or?
Well,
just saw
it
you
was
out
funny
the driveway?
because I was working. I had a meeting and I got off early, which never happens. So I went there to grab something of mine at his house after work because I had the key.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were sitting out front waiting. So right when I got out of my car, they approached me. And also Charlie never got off that early, and he pulled up like a little after me. So it was ironic that we're both there.
Right.
Because we're never there at that time.
Wow. So the reporter.
Oh, that's randomly happened. There's just a slideshow playing with the images and then the audio, so that just randomly came on the right time. That's cool.
Thought you were Katie.
Yeah.
Oh my. What did
And
he
then-
say to you?
I didn't know who Katie was, and then he explained everything really quick, but Charlie came and pulled me in. Then he kind of explained, and that's how I found out. And then they twisted everything and put it in the media, that horrible photo of me and
So one of
everything.
you and
Yeah.
him at the front door? Is that-
She's so concerned with that photo that we just saw where she's outside the garage with a little band-aid on her wrist.
In front of the car?
Yeah, like it was the worst thing ever.
So what did Charlie? What was his explanation? Like, how did he explain it to you?
I don't really know like exactly how. He kind of like pushed away from it. He wouldn't talk to me about it for the longest time. Like, he would be sneaky and go places and freak out and wouldn't tell me like where until later on when it got big. Like, for a week when I said he's been so stressed in my article was when he was acting just very different and like wouldn't tell me what was wrong.
And that was before you knew?
Yeah, because those 2 weeks he was acting weird, but I thought it was maybe like work issues, family, or
Right.
something, like him getting sued that he couldn't tell me or something.
Okay.
So,
So when he, when that reporter was talking to you and he brought you inside, he didn't kind of, you saw what the reporter gave you, did that kind of shock you and you asked him any questions when he went inside? Or kind of how did...
yeah, well, I knew about the Dan passing because Charlie mentioned that he got murdered, but he never
told
said
you.
anything else. He just said he was shot in the garage and they don't know who did it.
Hey, Maria.
So when I found out it was that case, then I put 2 and 2 together and said, oh, they're accusing him of doing this exact case. I didn't know.
Right.
So
Have you read anything else on it after that?
after that time, yeah, I was following it for a while because we were still together.
Right.
And sometime I'll check to see what's going on, but I know it's been like dragging out for what now? Like,
It's been 4 years.
well,
the
2
murder.
after,
Two after
they've
that,
been in
yeah.
jail, right? So
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, a little.
So this is 2018, obviously, because Isom retired in 17. So yeah, that makes sense.
Wow. So what was his explanation to you about, like, he was getting accused of it, and what did he say about being accused of it?
he just used to tell me if any cops come to the door, like, don't answer, you don't know anything, because I really don't. And he would just say I didn't do it, and they don't have any proof or evidence, and it's just a theory, and I know someone that knows someone, but everyone knows each other. He would just say things like that, he would say he didn't do it, and he doesn't know that his life's so miserable, everyone's out to get him and stuff.
Did
Right.
he ever tell you about Katie?
He told me he dated her. I can't remember if it was before I knew about her from the case. I think he might have mentioned he dated a Filipino girl, but I don't know too much about her, no.
Okay. Well, after she got arrested, what did he say?
He was just shocked and surprised that she got
Yeah.
taken and stuff. And
Yeah, it came right out of the blue. Forget the bump and Secreto's arrest and all the rest of the stuff that happened. Meeting at Matsuri, meeting at Dolce Vita. I was shocked when she got arrested.
he didn't know what was going to happen next, so he was.
Was he still acting more paranoid and stuff at that point?
Yeah, I mean, for a while, he was, like, very scary to be around, just, like, angry and, like, different, and that's what I meant also when I said
Yeah.
our relationship changed, because he says I was bringing more stress onto him because I don't understand the case and stuff like that, and just very, like, irritable and ticked off at everything. But, I mean, I guess you can blame him because his whole life is kind
Right.
of falling apart and stuff, so.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm sure it was. Did he talked about Katie. When Katie got arrested, you probably read or saw the shows. I don't know if you saw any of the shows, the TV shows they did on it.
Yeah, I
like
did.
Dateline in 2020. How they linked Katie
I know.
to the murder.
Yeah.
And him. What was his explanation about that? What would he tell you about that?
he wouldn't give me a full one. He used to say, I don't know, like, would just keep quiet and say, I had nothing to do with it, I'm not involved, and
You didn't think that was strange? Could you come up with an explanation of why?
Well, I mean, I think I was in denial for a little, like, and the end of the day when I went home, like, it made sense that people would accuse him, and you really think about it, you know, like, people, like my sister and my family and everyone are like, obviously he did it. But
you look at some of the evidence that's out there.
no, I know, and
It's hard to.
I don't know if Charlie's just good at, like, persuading people or what his lies, but he makes it believable sometimes. So I really don't know. Like, I'm curious also to see if he's involved, because he never, according to him, he has nothing to do with it. So,
What do you think?
I don't know. It, like, comes and goes.
I can see how you have,
Like, my
obviously
feelings.
you're still in love with him, so obviously you don't want to believe the guy that you're dating could do something like this. But if you look at some of the stuff, like, I mean, you've seen it. You said your family has seen it, and to them it's obvious.
Yeah, I mean, even my dentist's office, they all hate him, and they know him. And
Did he ever work
everyone
there?
tells me, like,
Yeah.
I'm better off.
Yeah.
It's just...
It's hard once you already get feelings invested. I understand that.
Yeah, and that he's living with another girl and the baby and a dog and stuff, and I'm by myself, so it's, like,
Yeah.
very sad. But the only thing bad about him was he's supposedly a murderer, so...
Yes.
I mean,
That's the only
That's the only thing bad about him. Yeah.
But other than that, it was, like, my dream guy, and it was,
Yeah.
like, perfect until the whole thing blew up. And then that was, like, number one priority instead of us. And,
So before that, you never caught him with another girl?
oh, yeah, I've caught him with
Okay.
So that's yeah, I was gonna
With,
say
You
yeah.
might have, but that's
Well,
what I
the
was
girl that
confused
he's
about.
pregnant with, I've caught him with her.
There's been a
You
still-
Twice
and you
I've
still
caught him.
describe him as a perfect
I
man?
know.
Well, yeah, the murdering and the cheating.
That's yeah.
Besides the murdering and cheating, he was great. Though.
Yeah.
No, well, I mean, I know, obviously, he's not good for me, so,
Okay. Yeah, it looks like you kind of got your stuff together. You got a realty license now, it looks like.
yeah, I
Good.
did it, like, we
Good.
planned, though, our life, and he wanted me to get that, so my whole life.
Pat Sanford's now acting like a mentor, you know. It's like, well, you seem to be doing pretty well, you know. You've got this place and a car and realtor license.
It's just been, like, after leaving, I'm trying to, like, pick it back up without him, so
Yeah,
it's,
you can do it. You can
Yeah.
do it. You don't.
How long were y'all together?
like, almost 2 years.
Almost 2
It
years.
wasn't too long, but I basically lived there, and we were very close.
Well, no, 2 years in an adult relationship is different than a younger. In an adult relationship, your lives are revolving around each other and planning with each other. So I understand that.
And I was basically living there, so every day we were together.
And then just set and change.
Yeah, I mean, everywhere we went, and he couldn't ever sleep at night, and he was always, like, just, everything was horrible.
Was he paranoid, like talking on his phone, or people was paranoid about being followed by the police and stuff, or?
Yeah, well, he didn't like that everything's tapped. Like, he says he has no privacy. And that's what he always would talk about, is that they're...
Yeah, I bet that's a real drag, huh? I mean, every time you come home to your house, you have to check your trash cans to see if there's a fucking federal agent in there with a listening device. It's just, it would get a bit old, wouldn't it? You know? Anywhere you go. Is that a cop? Are they filming me? Because, you know, they're not going to go away, are they? They're not going to get bored. You know, they'll just bring on put someone else on shift. And then it'll be someone else, a whole new face to look for and be paranoid about. And, you know, sometimes you can spot an undercover cop pretty easy. Sometimes not so much. So you never know, do you? I mean, you know, no relax at all for Charlie all those years. From 2016, the bump, right up until his arrest in 2022. 6 years. You know, you've got Katie and Sigfrida's arrest, then their joint trial. It was 3 years after the trial, the first trial, that he was still out, free, but paranoid as fuck.
People are watching him.
If he didn't do anything wrong,
Tapping
why would he
him.
be worried about people watching him?
I don't know. I think he's always just saying I'm a private person and I don't want everyone knowing what's going on in my life.
That's usually a comment made by most people that are doing something they shouldn't be doing.
He used to put a lot of stuff on Facebook. I know that.
Me?
No,
He did.
Oh, did you
To
see
be so
it?
private.
Yeah, a lot of stuff on Facebook, right?
He didn't put too much stuff.
Not since all the stuff happened.
Yeah, right, David. The undercover cop, David says, the undercover who did the bump was so obviously a cop. It boggles the mind. It really was. Oh, Mrs. Adelson? No, don't be scared. Listen, my brother Taco's been going through some tough times. He's incarcerated right now, so we know we helped you out with the family problem you had up north. It's just, it was ridiculously obvious, and I don't think it would have worked on Charlie or Harvey or Wendy. Donna, neurotic Donna, even she felt like it was a cop. You know, one of my favorite calls, post-bump wiretap calls, is when Charlie is trying to. It's the call. I'll tell you which call. It's the call that takes place while the children are on the swings. That famous call with the squeaky swings. And Charlie's trying to represent to Donna, like, hey, it's all taken care of. I spoke to Katie. You know, he's not saying this in so many words, but I spoke to Katie and you got nothing to worry about. 100%, 1,000%. And I love it because he's trying to act so confident and street and like he's taking care of business. But, you know, his mother doubts him. And she's like, yeah, well, that is if your theory is correct, you know. Like, it's not a cop, it's a genuine London king. But Charlie, this is the funny thing about the bump conversations, is that rather than be safe, right? Rather than do his due diligence properly and actually establish what the threat is, more than his need to do that is his need not to look like he's fucked up, right? So he chooses to bank on false, assumptive confidence because that puts him in a more favorable light. His image is cast better if he clings on to this false confidence of, hey, you know, I found out it's not a cop, it's all taken care of. That's his goal, especially in front of Donna, and it takes precedent over actually establishing for sure, which is ridiculous. I mean, that's pathological. When your image need outweighs a risk that could be life in prison or death by Latin kings, that's pathological. And, you know, they do this. They all do this. I can definitely think of multiple times that Charlie does it. I think I've seen Donna do it. I'm not so sure about Wendy, but she's unique. She's different.
Yeah.
He wasn't really like a social media person, but he did delete it once this all came.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He deleted it.
Are you two in charge
Hello, Patricia. How you doing? Good to see you.
of, like, are the main sources in charge of the case? Or?
Well, Maria wants to know who she's talking to. She's talking to Pat Sanford for the FBI, and Sherry Bennett for Tallahassee PD.
Yeah.
So you've been working on it.
They've come to her house. I believe they were waiting outside in the foyer of her house, and they just grabbed her for an interview. And amazingly, June sat down. And because the cops, especially Sherry Bennett, acted like they were pleased to listen to her and to show her understanding, kindness, very much taking the role of some sort of therapist or something. You know, June just kept talking and gave them a lot of information that they could use and did use in the prosecutions to follow.
Since day one.
Yep.
I came in a little later than day one. The initial investigator retired, and
Are you with Kapelman? And she's
she works for the state attorney's office. She's our
Oh.
prosecutor.
Sorry.
She's the attorney prosecuting the cases. I work for the police department, who did the initial investigation along with the FBI.
Yeah. So I've been on it since day one.
wow. Have you seen his family and him? Are you interviewing them, or they won't talk to you?
No, they don't want to say anything.
Yeah.
Of course, they have attorneys. And
Yeah.
They don't want to talk
Do they know you're here right now?
to us.
No,
Oh,
that's what we said. Like, no one
We
knows.
come and go.
No one's gonna know.
No
We
one-
can.
No one knows we're even coming, calling you, talking to you.
and the other girls, you were able to meet with them and stuff,
We talk to different people at different times.
but not the girl he's with now,
No.
because she's there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Like you said, we come down.
But
and
she wasn't even involved. She
Right.
came. They were only talking for like 6 weeks, and she got pregnant.
Do you know
Yeah.
how you met her?
She's actually the nanny of Wendy's ex-boyfriend's kids. So he met her through Wendy, because she worked for her. She's a
Right.
nanny. So.
Okay.
So that's Wendy's ex-boyfriend. You remember his name?
I want to say David, or
She's not with him anymore, right?
I don't think so. It wasn't that serious. It was like he would come to holidays sometimes with us, but not. I don't think she was officially like invested in him. He's a Spanish guy, I think.
Okay.
I
Dave.
can't even remember his full name, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not Charlie Bennett.
It's a while ago.
Who was Charlie dating when you first met him? You said he was dating somebody back in 2015. Do you remember who she was?
Yeah, her name was Whitney Kick. But, yeah, that was when I first met him. And then,
And that's when you were dating Jerry, right?
yeah. And then
Okay.
Did you actually date Jerry, or you just talked to him a little
we were.
I wonder if the cops spoke to Whitney. I mean, probably at least tried to. I mean, she was the girlfriend of Charlie, you know, within not right at the point of the murder, but pretty soon after.
We were talking, but it turned out he had a girlfriend so it didn't work, and the girlfriend showed up at Charlie's that night. It's a long story, but
Oh.
so it was a big dilemma.
So that's how you and Charlie started hitting it off.
Well,
just-
not because of that. Before that whole
Before
night,
that.
we were talking, like,
Okay.
and the other two, like, we just had a connection. And then, that's what made it so memorable, was the event.
Yeah. I can see
So-
that being awkward.
So then a year later, I didn't hear from him, like almost a year, until my roommate decided to get her teeth, like some consultation.
Consultation.
It happened to be Charlie, so
Okay.
funny.
Yeah.
yeah. So, do you have like more evidence now? Like, I mean, I guess I'm just curious. Where do you think it's going?
There's a lot
It's
of
in
evidence out
October,
there.
right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of evidence out there, of course. A lot of evidence. But as far as when you were with him, how many cell phones did he carry?
I remember he got a second one when all this was going on. And then I don't know what happened to that one, and he might have got another one. So, That's from what I know of. I don't really know.
Okay.
What kind of apps would he use to talk to people on?
He used WhatsApp that I know of to talk to me a lot, and I think primarily that's what he used.
Just WhatsApp? Do you use anything else besides that?
That I know of, yeah.
Okay. Anything you can think of that stood out in your mind, kind of, that, man, that's really weird. Why would he say that, or why did he do that, or...
Where's that? Looks like Alaska or something.
Anything that kind of make you think, wow, maybe he really did do that?
Could be. Did they go to Alaska?
Like I said, we're...
I guess not. That must be Alaska. Where else is it?
not putting you out there like
What-
that.
yeah,
okay?
and-
This is really...
Completely confidential. Anything you say to us.
So we're not putting you out in the media, nothing like that. Nobody's gonna know. You know, we're just trying to.
I know. Well, I just kind of feel bad because I don't know if he did it, and I don't want to ruin his life.
If he didn't do it, then
If he didn't do it, there's nothing you can do.
Really?
You know, you're not
He didn't
ruining
do
his
it.
life if he didn't do it.
They always say that, don't they? If he didn't do it, then there's no reason to tell us everything you know. There's no reason not to tell us everything you know, because you could prove him innocent. Yeah, okay.
Right. There's nothing you can do to him that.
Yeah. I don't, like, I can't specifically say, but, I mean, he never asked me, like, or never told me, like, was curious who did do it then, you know, if it wasn't him. He never said, oh, I wonder who killed Dan, or, like, it was just, like, him saying, just, like, fearing, like, he used to have, like, clothes by his bed in case they came to get him and stuff, like, in the middle of the night, and just, he was very scared that they would come and take him.
Like an escape plan? Like he would throw his clothes on and try to run?
No, not run, but be ready, like, prepared,
Like clothes to put on to go to jail in.
or something, I don't know, like, I mean,
He would just have like,
Well, he didn't end up doing that, did he? He said on the phone calls to Donna that the only thing that he could grab, let's bring it up, the only thing, when the cops finally came and arrested him, the only thing he had to throw on was this orange hoodie that just said unemployed across the chest. That was brilliant. Have we got that image? Yeah. And I think it's great because, you know, at the moment he has his dental, you know, practitioner's licenses torn away, all his earthly assets soon to be, you know, chewed up by legal chiselers. He's wearing an unemployed sweater. Of course, we had to make this up because it wasn't in his jail photo. So we found the hoodie on a shopping website and just put his head on top. But it is actually the same one. That's not a fantasy. That is what he was wearing. Love it. Why did he even have that? I mean, is it supposed to be ironic? I guess it is now. Orange to orange.
an outfit or like a bag to go.
yeah.
Which was it? Was it? Did he just have clothes sent out, or did he just make like a bag? Okay.
You ever talk about trying to go to another country or anything?
He did say, oh, well, if I did it, I would have left by now to another country. Because he's like, I'm a free man and I can go. And I go travel all the time and they're watching where I go and they don't do anything. And
Yeah, and you actually made it to Vietnam, a non-extradition country. He got there and he came back to the US. Oh, You know, Donna didn't even make it off the jetway. Charlie, you were there. I mean, they'd still get him. You know what would happen? All that non-extradition means is that you can't phone up Vietnam and say, "Hello, Vietnam. This is the American authorities. One of our citizens is in your country, and your cops need to go and get him or her and hold them until we get there to extradite them back to the US." That's what it means. But, you know, what would happen in a non-extradition country is agents would go over there, locate you, formulate a plan, and bundle you into a van. They can still put you in custody. You know, I believe. That's my belief. Do I know for sure? No. But I'm sure that's what happens, right? If you go to a non-extradition country, if they find you and get you and put you on a plane to where they do have jurisdiction, it's the same thing, which would have been really fucking easy to do with Donna and Harvey.
So he says, no, I didn't do it, so I'm staying here. Because he's like, you know,
Sure.
he didn't do it and stuff.
Does he have some bank accounts in other countries or anything? You know, does he have money in other countries?
I don't think so. I mean, not that I've heard of.
Did you ever
I don't believe she's gotten married, Avocado.
travel with him when he went overseas?
We went to Mexico for a wedding and like Vegas and
Did you ever go to the Philippines?
no. He goes there alone because there's other girls.
Oh, the talented Mr. Ripley is so good, California. I haven't seen that in years. I've probably seen it at least 16 times, though. It's fantastic. One of the best films going. Before Gwyneth Paltrow went all weird, started making candles.
It's there and stuff that he goes and sees.
Yeah.
And you did that while you were dating him?
Yeah, well, we had lots of fights about her. Well, her name's Alyssa. She lives in the Philippines.
And he would go see her while you were dating, you went and saw her?
Yeah, and I think that's why we also didn't work out because Bree, I don't know if she knows he cheats on her too, but the one he's with now.
He's cheating on her now.
Yeah.
Did you go out with him recently?
No, I haven't seen him
See
in
him at all?
like
You talked
over
to
a
him
year.
over the phone?
We just spoke on the phone for the first time in months.
Okay.
Like-
You didn't see him though, you just talked.
No.
Who's he cheating on her with?
Well, I don't know for sure, but I know friends of friends have told me. Like, none of his friends are even friends with him anymore.
Really? Lost all his friends?
A lot of his friends. Recently, he told me, he's like, I have no friends anymore, and I just want to get out of the house. I can't stand her. And he's like, I would call the custody attorney now to send her a check and get her own apartment. But he says since the case is going on that he wouldn't be a fit parent, so he wants to see his son and stuff. Because he's like, if I...
Oh, that's interesting. So he was going to do some custody situation. What? Take custody of Ramen Noodleson and send Bree to go and live in her own apartment alone. What a piece of work. But obviously the courts would look at him and go, well, you're a unindicted co-conspirator currently for murder, so we're going to say no on that one.
He has to stay with her till October. So he says this is all going to end and stuff.
Oh, he thinks it's going to be over in October.
Well, he's just always saying, once this is done, like, my life's so messed up right now. And
Is he thinking once it's done, he's going to get back with you and everything's going to be back to perfect?
That's not going to happen, but...
But that's kind of what he's trying to say to you.
I think he just talks a lot sometimes, and yeah, I guess he was trying to hint that, but I'm not dealing with his the girl and the kid or anything. So
Yeah. And the many other girls that he'll be seeing.
and the case,
Yeah.
just he has a lot of baggage right now. So.
Exactly.
Who's Philippines? June's from Thailand. Catherine McBanow is from Philippines.
Agree with that statement. Is anywhere else besides Philippines that he goes regularly? That you, when you were dating?
He goes to Texas. He has family, some family there. He kind of travels periodically. Like he went to Colorado a few times. Like
What about Colombia?
yeah, he goes to Cartagena sometimes.
What's he do down there?
Who knows? Like hangs out with people for fun.
Hangs out in Colombia for fun.
Yeah, he's kind of like a partier. If you don't know already.
Yeah.
Yeah, the best cocaine in the world and underage prostitutes. Great. Fantastic. Good one, Charlie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I don't know how he's doing now, but
When he was with you, that's kind of, from what you know of him, that's what he would do.
yeah.
He always had a lot of cash.
Yeah, he has a safe in his room, so he has.
Always put a lot of cash in his safe. Kept a lot in the safe, right?
He usually uses cash for everything, so.
Okay.
Yeah. How much cash do you think he has in that safe at any time?
I never physically like saw the whole thing, but there was always stacks of hundreds, like a lot of cash in there. I don't know exactly.
Yeah. Thousands and thousands of dollars, you mean?
Yeah.
Stacks of hundreds. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's like dollars to him. Like he's,
Did he carry a gun on him too?
yeah.
Pistol?
He has a license, a gun's license, or whatever.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Carry, that's fine. That's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah. Your carry license. Yeah.
Yeah, so he usually has one like in his car and then somewhere else and by his bed and stuff.
Okay.
One thing I did like I thought was weird was I had one time like he was giving me money to count or something and all his money is like stapled together, the hundreds in
Really?
bundles. And then I was reading like the article and it said the package had the money like all stapled together. So I was always like, who staples money and stuff? Like use a paper clip or something.
Yeah.
So I was just always like, that's weird, but I never said it to him or anything.
Yeah. So
You
you've,
hit- Sorry, go
I was going to say, so you've seen his money stapled together.
It is the stupidest way to package cash. I mean, there's so many options that are more convenient. A rubber band, paperclip, or, you just, if you want $1,000, it's $900 bills flat, and then you fold the last $100 bill, sandwich the other 9. I mean, the fuck? You got to fuck around taking a staple out of 10 bills at once? I mean, that's going to mess with your nails.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's the same how they described it.
Okay.
I mean, I really don't want to get him in trouble or anything.
Yeah.
Because I.
And you go to all the trouble of washing the money, like literally with dish soap in a sink, so that, it can't be traced back to you. And then you hand it over to some knucklehead gangbanger killers with your signature staple that only you in the world do. I mean, that everyone knows you for. You're the guy that staples money. So when you're going to pay for a murder, $100,000 in stacks of $1,000, in stacks of $1,000, you know what I'm saying? That's 100 stapled packs, right? 100 staples. That's like a whole little box, right? Just think about how long that would take to do. You got to make them all neat, right? Make them all neat, and then get the corner nice and lined up, and then, click the thing. At no point during that pretty, repetitive, long process did they ever think, hey, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't hand this money over with our signature staple. We've already gone to the trouble of washing all our DNA off this thing that they didn't even dry. Didn't dry the money properly. The whole thing is just so unbelievably amateur, And he thought he was this slick fucking against the, above the law fucking, who are they going to believe, a doctor or a gang member? Yeah, Too many movies, Charlie. Too many movies. You see, that's the problem with being a movie buff that likes to emulate and live vicariously in some fantasy gangster bullshit, Because you don't know. You don't know shit. You don't know those little things to watch out for. I mean, you should, because it should be fucking easy. Common knowledge. Common sense. Don't hand over the money, 100 stacks of 1,000 with 100 staples. Doing that process would take, what? Say, if you did it really quickly, it would probably take 50 minutes. You got to get 1,000, so 10 bills, make them all neat, corner neat, in the staple, bosh, 20-30 seconds a stack, right? Times 100, 45, 50 minutes of work. At no point did they go, oh shit, this is a bad idea.
I really can only tell you what I know. But,
Right,
That's all we're asking you to do.
but I feel bad if he's like rotting in jail and stuff.
But if he killed somebody, do you think he would deserve to go to jail if he killed somebody? If you had somebody killed who has kids and there's...
Well, a money clip would work for, one wad of cash if you're going somewhere and need to keep hold of it. But, it was their practice in general for counting, keeping track, we count 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. We're not going to fuck around with $20, $50. It's thousands, So I guess you're not going to have, hundreds of money clips. That would get expensive pretty quick, right?
Kids will never see their dad again. I don't know.
I know.
Something to think about. Don't put that guilt on your shoulders.
Yeah, it's not
Because
something.
you're telling the truth about stuff.
I think because I still have some feelings for him, that it's
I know
like
it's
a
difficult.
mixture of things.
I know it's difficult.
What are you pointing at, Patricia? Your comment above? If only Charlie wasn't a twat, he would have thought that too. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, just too much in love with his own belief, right? That he had it all worked out, every step. There's a nice little buffer. There's a chain of command. You only talk to the person in front and behind. They're never going to get us back. I mean, absolute joke. The whole fucking plan. Terrible.
Yeah.
But, like I said, it's not involving you. You don't need to feel guilty about telling the truth about what you see, okay? So where were you at when you saw that money? Was that in his safe?
Yeah, in his house,
He
like
was getting you to
on
count
the
it?
counter, like the living room.
Why was he getting you to count the money?
He always did bills and sometimes like would have money out to, I don't know, like he owns a lot of companies and friends. He lends to them sometimes. So he would always just sort out his money, maybe to pay people, I don't know.
Did he have a lot of rental properties too that he got money from?
Yeah, he has a ton of, like a whole building of real estate and more. So he's primarily right now, I think, investing and like real estate's his main career. That's why he wanted me to do it, I think. But he does that obviously more than working as a periodontist now.
Really?
So
He does more real estate than he does Dentist
He
work?
does, yeah, he does a lot of real estate stuff. So,
You think he does some of that with cash?
yeah, definitely.
It's a lady boy.
Yeah, well, hold on.
Yep, so as far as the real estate goes, do you do a lot of cash real estate stuff? Delta cash, all of that?
I didn't physically see it, but yeah, that's usually how he does everything. His transactions are.
Does a lot of dentist work? Do you get paid cash doing dentist work too?
I don't know for sure. I think some offices, because he's a traveler, so.
Trunk dentist, work out of his trunk a little bit.
Yeah, he doesn't even work at his office. He's always somewhere else every day.
Make some of those people pay in cash too.
Yeah, he works for one of his good friends, Robert Stanton, who's a dentist. And I think they kind of like have an arrangement or something. I don't know.
Stan pays in cash.
Yeah, I'm sure a few people might.
Yep. Okay. Anything else you think of?
Anything you can think of, like you said, things that you might have think that were weird at the time that stood out, that just made you question.
I mean, it's kind of been like a while, so I'm trying to think back. It's been over a year,
Right.
since maybe a year and a half now
Mhm.
since the case started.
Yeah.
So, I just know he wouldn't really want to talk to me about it a lot. Like, sometimes he was very quiet, like, didn't want to say anything.
Did you hang out with the family, like the family as a whole, after a lot of this broke in the media? Did
What?
you- I know you went with mom and dad. Did you hang out with mom and dad or the family after things broke and everything was weird? How was the family dynamic at that point afterwards?
I mean, I think the dad held it together, but the mom was a mess a lot. Like, when I saw her one night, she was up crying and her face was swollen, and Charlie says she has to be on like painkillers or medication because she's so stressed, and we had a
Yeah.
talk outside, the mom and
A lot
I,
of Xanax.
on the balcony, and she was just saying that this is all awful, and crying and saying, she said she feels like Dan's back from the grave, like haunting them or something.
Okay.
Really? Why would Dan haunt them?
Yeah, I don't know, that did
Yeah.
stand out to me. And she just said he was so awful to Wendy, and telling me all the stories about what they went through, what he did to Wendy, and
Like what? What she said he did to Wendy?
just about the kids, like talking bad about her, manipulating her, and controlling her, and something about the house they had, that he kind of flipped the money situation or tried to steal money from her or something like that. Charlie told me that story.
This is after he's dead. This is after he's been killed, and they're talking about Dan and saying how bad of a person he was.
Well, yeah, the mom was just saying that it was awful, and that yeah, like they weren't ever curious either, like who really killed him, or they weren't upset about it, it seemed like. So
Yeah. So you got the grandkids living across the street down there, right?
Yeah.
Grandkids live across the street, or go to school across the street, live down the street.
yeah, well, back when I knew, I don't know where they live now, but yes, they were there
Right.
when I was with
A
them.
year or so ago with Icon, that was called. Big condominium
I
on
think
South
so.
Beach. Is that what
Yeah,
it is?
I think it's the Icon.
That's what you're talking about on the balcony, the big condo, big high-rise condo.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah.
And one, like Wendy, I was with her, and I think she was just saying it was tough being, having the kids to.
Hey there, Microbial Dance Party. We're going to be doing 2 shows today because we wanted to finish off June. We got about 53 minutes more of the interview with police. Then we're going to make a thumbnail and come back for Chris Watts. And we've got a nice little montage prepped for that. So you can, everyone can come back and watch Chris Watts with us later. Because it's 7 years to the day that he did all those things that he did.
Ways and stuff, and I don't know how it came up.
I got a great video of Soap too, because while Chris Watts was murdering his family, Soap was on tour in Vienna. In probably the best dog park ever. And we made a little video 7 years ago when she was not even 2. So I gotta dig that out. I'll put that up on the channel tomorrow maybe.
But I said something like, since we knew Dan wasn't here anymore, someone mentioned it, or I can't remember exactly. But then she said, oh, but still, it's still hard and stuff. Like, even though he's gone, I guess. I don't know. I can't remember exactly. I was trying not to, like, focus on it because I hate to be involved in it.
Right.
But it was kind of like saying, like, I don't know if Wendy even knew if Charlie did it, if they, like, I still don't know if Wendy was involved.
Well, what did she say? What did she say about her family being involved in it? What did she think?
I never got to really talk to her about that because I didn't see her as much. And when I did, she was with the kids a lot, so we didn't have a lot of one-on-one together.
What was her attitude toward her family like? Was she acting angry at them, like they might have done something, or was she like okay with them, or?
Her and Charlie, she would get mad at Charlie a lot, but Charlie would say, you know, about the media and everything the TV said and all that stuff. So they would fight, but I never knew the exact reason. But he would say it had to do with the case. Like, it was like...
That's why they were fighting?
Yeah, something. Like, she wouldn't talk to him for a little and stuff.
She wouldn't talk to him for a little bit?
Not a long time. Like, just, I think, for a little bit. I don't know all the details, but one time he told me that Wendy was mad at him and would talk to him. And, because she thought she was the only one going through it. And Charlie's like, well, I'm going through this too, and stuff.
How long have you been in this building?
Like 3 years or something. I was here when I was with Charlie. I lived here.
Okay.
We didn't really like officially live together.
So you kept your place?
Yeah,
good.
I had a place,
Well,
but
that's good.
every night I was there. Like,
Sure, but at least you weren't like...
yeah, I didn't
Mine's
fully
a little
invest
bit
with
of-
it.
Yeah.
That's good.
He wanted me to have a kid too, and I didn't want to without getting engaged or married or something. And I knew he was a bad person, so
Yeah.
Good for you.
I wanted to wait until the case was done also, but
Good for you.
Yeah.
it also lasted longer than what we thought it was going to be.
God, good move, June. You're so lucky that you didn't have a kid by that guy. You know, that's now serving life in prison with no chance of parole. I mean, talk about dodging a bullet, right? Sorry, Bree. You got the short straw there.
He thinks it's going to go away.
Pretty much. I mean, I asked him to take my information off of the internet. He just said he's tried and he's told it has to wait and stuff. Like our pictures of the case.
Well, she won the Miami
So I don't know
Dolphins
if you guys
cheerleader
could
contest.
take my stuff down or not, but
Unfortunately, they don't
Unfortunately.
like us messing with the internet. They- for
Yeah.
some reason. Yeah, it's kind of a free world out there on the internet. Yeah, we don't have control
Damn hell yeah it is.
over it. Unfortunately, I wish they would put it up. But you know, it's only that one. I think it's only that one or two pictures, whatever it was.
That has
you're
you in it,
talking
yeah.
about.
Yeah, the worst one.
But it was fine.
Yeah.
I saw it. It was fine. How you doing? Yeah, I wouldn't be too worried. It's just one picture.
So are you just trying to gather, like, to see what kind of person he is?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Just
Just-
talking to people we haven't talked to that we don't want to go to you while you're with him. You know what I mean? That would have put you in a real bad position.
Well, he wouldn't even let me answer. Like, reporters were leaving messages on my phone trying to see me.
And he would let you call him back or anything.
No, he just said,
Yeah.
don't talk to anyone.
Yeah. Yeah. How do you think that would go? We went and knocked on your door over there when you were living with him. That wouldn't have gone well, would it?
I don't think so.
Yeah. So that's why we come to you now that you're not with him.
You can
Right.
try to see the baby mama, but I don't know.
That
Yeah,
probably won't
just
go very
kidding.
well, though, will it?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably won't go well. That's why we didn't want to put you in that bad position either, you being there with him and us talking to you, because we know he would be all over you about it and be angry if you did talk to us, wouldn't he?
Well, yeah, that's why I was surprised when you called me, like, now, because I was like, wow, it's been a while, you know. Like, I expected a call when I was with him, because everyone was calling me that time.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I think you'd be a little more apt to talk to us now than you would have while you were with him as one thing. You know what I mean? Because you don't feel that pressure of him looking over your shoulder and trying to make sure you're not talking to us. Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely, and I do feel bad. Like, I want to help you guys, and
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Because we're not here trying to mess you up. We're not trying to
No,
mess
I
up
know.
your life. We're not trying to cause you problems. Okay?
I'm kind of, like, on both sides, I feel like, because, like, I still love him, but I know if he's a bad person, then...
If he did something wrong, we need to prove it. If he didn't
Right.
do something wrong, we need to prove he didn't do something wrong. You telling us what you know can help us get that resolved. That's the way you need to look at it. You know, you telling us the truth of everything might be able to help. If he didn't do it, something you tell us might help us prove he
Mhm.
didn't do it.
Yeah.
And it could be over for him. Does that make sense? So
Yeah, I'm sure Pat Sanford is operating under that exact, whatever the word would be. Insert the proper word there. Apprehension? I don't know.
just be honest with us and tell us whatever you know. Any little thing you heard over him talking on the phone to people, anything like that can be helpful to us. Who was his friends that he would talk to regularly at that time?
He had a few friends that he doesn't have anymore. When I was with him, he had a group of friends that I guess he's not friends with anymore.
Because of the case?
No, he told me it was a few, like, disagreements and falling outs that he had with those friends recently. They stopped being friends.
Who was that?
It was, Darren Pike, his best friend, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Clinton, Antonio, like a few friends of his.
Clinton Antonio? Is that his name?
Antonio is
Clinton's
one
one
of
person.
them.
Antonio's. And Clinton,
Clinton Stevenson.
he's not friends with him anymore either.
No, he lost like a lot of friends recently.
Wasn't he the guy that went on TV, went on the news, acting as his attorney?
No, that's Weinstein. I think
Oh, that's
he's actually an attorney.
He is, right.
But
But acting like his attorney, like he
Yeah.
was representing him.
oh
So
yeah,
was-
at that time
was
he was helping him like
Yeah.
with advice,
Okay.
but they weren't officially signed or
Okay.
anything. But he would talk to him a lot during that time.
Okay.
But so Clinton Stevenson and Brian, all those guys, he's not friends with them anymore, huh?
No, and they've been friends since childhood. A lot of them, so they're
Okay.
very close to Charlie.
Did they say, or did he say why they had the falling out? What was falling? That's a lot of friends to lose over a falling out.
Different things, like Ryan and him had a business together and he didn't pay him or something, and they argued. Like, I don't know the main details.
And Charlie didn't
I
pay
know it
Ryan?
was about money or something. And
Okay.
then Clinton, I don't really know exactly, but it all had to do with Charlie. And Antonio actually made a comment about the case. That's why they fought, because he was like saying, "Oh, at least I don't pay people to do my dirty work," or something like that.
Kind of threw it in his face.
Wow.
And then they started like fighting at the dinner table, I heard, and
Really?
Oh, wow.
so that's what started it. And then they started. They always had their personalities always meshed, those two. So it was coming, I think, in Antonio.
What's
Okay.
his last name, Antonio?
I can't even think of it like off the top of my head. But he's a lawyer.
Is he in Fort Lauderdale?
I think, yeah, he used to live in Miami. I think they moved to Davie or something, or Fort Lauderdale. But
What was the business that?
and Darren was his best friend. He's a periodontist also.
What was their falling out for?
He was there that night, and I guess he sided with Antonio and all the wives. Like, there's a whole group of them.
Okay.
So none of them. And that's why Charlie was saying when he called me, he was in Texas, and he said he's going to the Keys the next weekend to get away from everyone. He has no friends, and
Yeah. When was this falling out? How long ago was it?
I think a couple months ago.
When did he call you? On the 20th? When was your birthday?
28?
We probably spoke on my birthday was a Thursday, so, and then we spoke that Saturday night, so like the 30th,
Okay.
and the 1st the next morning,
July.
and maybe the 2nd, like here and there, but not.
So just kind of through the weekend.
Yeah, he was because he was away out of town, and then he called
Okay.
me when he was walking the dog, like that week, a couple of days after, but we only spoke for a little bit.
Okay.
And he was just waiting for everything to be over, he says.
What kind of business did he in? Did you say it was Brian?
Ryan. It was called Legal Funding. It was like Ryan's idea of, they front cash to people now if they're suing for an accident or something. And then they pay him back later with interest or something like that. So, but I was surprised to see all of his friends, like, aren't friends with him anymore. It's just-
Especially, they've been all friends since childhood, so. that's-
yeah, like, they were all very close to him.
And you know that they're not friends with him because Charlie told you, or do you know some other way?
I heard from another source, and Charlie told me more, because I heard, like, one or two friends didn't talk to him through someone else. And then Charlie told me others weren't friends with him either.
Okay.
So, both.
Wow. It's all catching up to it.
Yeah, that's funny. The other girls also knew he cheated on them too. Oh my gosh. He must be awful.
Well, I mean, some guys, a leopard can't change their stripes, so.
A leopard can't change their what? A leopard can't change their what, Sherry Bennett?
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know why he puts himself in this situation. Like, he could have had a perfect life, you know. But
Yeah, it all good. A lot going on for him. So, alright.
so you just came here to speak to people, I guess, about the case.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, do some different stuff like that. Try to see what else we can talk to. Yeah. It's been a while, the case is still dragging on and try to get.
You know what's funny with this interview is that when there's a little bit of a lull, a pause, when the question's been answered and the cops are, working out where they're going to go, June actually fills the silences with kind of almost like what you do when you're mid-business meeting, You bring something up, you engage. It's like, which to me indicates that she's enjoying talking to the police, She's enjoying the understanding and the opportunity to express some of the things that she's been left to deal with on her lonesome. You know, I mean, they played it very well, the police, especially Sherry Bennett, the whole woman-to-woman thing. Once a cheater, always a cheater, and so on, you know.
Continued, so.
It can't. He said it couldn't get continued this time. He said October was the final.
Not necessarily.
He
Yeah.
said they can't do it anymore. They can't.
Yeah, they always can.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Attorneys can put in for reasons. You know,
Mhm.
their defense attorneys are the ones who put in the continuances. So, yeah, they can.
Do you know why they're doing that?
There's
I
different
mean,
reasons.
to
Different
find
reasons.
more, I guess.
No, it wasn't us.
It's
It
not
wasn't
us, it's the
prosecution.
defense.
Oh.
The defense is trying to. They're the ones that.
Oh, his
Yeah.
attorneys?
Yeah.
They filed for continuances.
It's their-
So get ready
Yes.
for the trial, and there's different reasons. People continue the case. So.
I mean, what facts do they need to prove that who did it? Like physical evidence? Because I heard they found the gun or something.
It's not, circumstantial evidence. It's just putting it all on a case, putting it before a jury,
Mhm.
and be able to, prove that it's beyond a reasonable doubt that it was done. So there's a lot of evidence out there.
There's no one big thing. It's a bunch of pieces that all go together that make the big puzzle.
Yeah, case is like a puzzle. You have a bunch of pieces of it, put it together so you can see the whole big picture. And how it works out. You get so many pieces that all point in the same direction. It's hard to say.
Mhm.
You weren't involved. This guy has kids with Katie. That's a fact.
Yeah.
The guy who did the killing has kids with Katie. And Katie relationship with Charlie.
Yeah.
He killed Dan Markel. Why did this guy kill Dan Markel?
And as you see from the media, I mean, it was all out there. It was all on TV. Why, if it goes in the media, someone gets arrested, why does Charlie call Katie right away?
Another thing, now that I think of it, the phone calls, how the affidavit came out and says what time they all talked, like around the time. I always know Charlie, and I know he hates talking on the phone, like, for a long period of time. He's a texter. He'll talk one time, but I saw him going back and forth with Katie on the calls, and I said, oh, why do you guys talk so much like that? He just said, well, she didn't live with me like you, and we would talk in the morning and yada yada, but I know he doesn't wake up early, and I saw the times they were talking, and it was like 7, 8 a.m. before the 10 a.m. or something, and I know his schedule, and I know him, and I know at nighttime too is when he talks business, which is when the night before they were up late or something, I don't know. So I kind of thought, oh, that's kind of odd, and
Yeah.
I know you don't talk to me on the phone all the time, so why are you talking to Katie? What are you talking about? You
Right.
know?
It was definitely something that stood out.
Yeah. What about him and his mom? Did they talk?
They don't ever talk like that late. They talk in the morning a lot, but they don't go back and forth, like how he was calling everybody and hanging up and calling back. And
It's pretty odd, isn't it?
so I just knew he never called me like that, so I said, what were you talking to Katie about, so much?
Was there ever that gut feeling for you after seeing that and then seeing his behavior that was like, wow, he really could have done this?
Yeah.
And that's obviously an opinion. I know it's not evidence. I'm just asking. You, as a woman, you get those gut feelings, and they're usually pretty accurate on a lot of things. I'm sure you get those, when you think you'd be with another girl and stuff. You know the behavior. So
be right too.
Yeah. So,
but
when you saw that in the media and then how his behavior was in the calls, and that's not his normal behavior. That gut feeling that I ever kind of wow, this guy could have really done this.
Well, things that he would do, out of the ordinary, not tell me where he's going, or periodically, leave, and, being secretive during the investigation kind of made me wonder, why isn't he involving me or telling me what's going on, and then
Right.
Like,
He was
I
really
see him
innocent.
really stressed a lot about it. Like he's very affected by it.
Right. So, and an innocent
can't
person, if he didn't do
even-
anything, why would you be worried? Kind of.
Yeah, so I did have, like, sometimes a thought and the gut feeling, but I never knew because
Right.
as far as I was concerned, I was still, like, in a perfect relationship and stuff. So I kind of, like, put my blinders on a lot
Right.
so I can just stay with him.
Right.
But it didn't work out that way anyway.
At least she's honest about it. I put my blinders on and ignored all of the mistreatment. The terrible way he treated me so I could stay with him. Because he was my dream guy, apart from all of the murder and cheating and how he treated me generally.
So,
Yeah. That's understandable. Unfortunately, that's something we women do. So,
yeah, and I do know I'm better off. I don't know why I cared about him a lot, I guess. So.
maybe the illusion of the perfect relationship and everything turning out the way.
I'll tell you this, you're not the only one. Put it
That what?
that felt that way and has gone through the same.
Oh, I thought you meant about him, like the other one said it too.
Well, that's. I'm not telling
Or
you what
they
other
might.
people told me. I'm
Yeah.
just telling you that you're not the only one that has fallen for him like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Felt that
He's good at
It's
doing that.
yeah.
Hmm.
Just that, I don't know if that makes you feel any better or not, but
Yeah, I
it's
know.
understandable.
I mean, I had to get rid of like all this girl stuff in his house, and like I knew he was a player, but I don't know. I guess I thought he would change or something.
Yeah. Men always change, June. That's one of the first things we do. Men always change.
You're not the only one that thought that too.
Exactly.
He's like
Yeah.
40 now and
You would think.
Yeah.
41 now
Yeah.
without marriage or a kid, so it's like
Yeah.
kind of like, I guess he likes that, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, he's got the kid now, so.
Well, that's why he wanted a kid. He didn't want commitment, so he can control him.
Yeah.
And cheat on the side and stuff and do
Mhm.
whatever he does.
Exactly.
So,
Alright.
thanks.
Yeah.
Definitely. It'll work out.
Yeah, I guess time will.
Be patient. Yes.
And then this thing, I was like, well, if everyone's telling me it's so bad and he really did do it, then why is it taking so long? And at a point, I wanted him to go to jail. I was so mad at him. But now, like,
Yeah.
I do feel bad if it actually, like, happened. I'm picturing him in jail, but I didn't like him for a long time, a couple months. I was like, I hated him.
Well, that's understandable too.
So I was like, why aren't they taking him yet? And what's going on?
You know, investigations take time. You know, there's
Right.
you can never put a timetable, especially one of this magnitude. You know.
And then his voice was just always telling me, like, you know nothing, don't talk to anyone. Like, if they ever call you, come here. So I always, like, I guess was trained on not saying anything because
Right.
he told me not to.
But, why would he say that anything?
I
He did
just
nothing
think he
wrong.
didn't want me to make it worse. He even got mad when I was in the paper and stuff, but that wasn't my fault. And I said, you never told me about this, so.
Yeah, he should
Yeah.
have been mad at him.
And he says I sounded stupid or something, and
Oh goodness.
that
Blame it
that I
on
looked
you.
bad in the picture, and
Yeah, you looked fine in that picture.
Trying to, yeah.
He was deflecting. He
He-
was
I
trying to
guess he didn't want
put
to
it
get
on you so you wouldn't ask him questions.
Being mad at him, right?
Yeah, because you should have been mad at him. You were blindsided. It came up to you and you had no idea what was going on. He knew what was going on all along.
yeah. So I just thought it was weird that he never asked or wondered once, like, who really did it. He never mentioned, like, oh, I wonder who did it, or this person might have done it, or I feel bad for Dan, or Like, so no remorse or anything.
Yeah.
None. Yeah,
None.
even told you how terrible he was, right? How bad he was to Wendy. Almost like he deserved it.
And then when I first asked him about Wendy's ex, and he just said, "Oh, he got shot." It was just like period, and he didn't give me like any more information. I was like,
details.
okay.
Really?
He just said they don't know who did it, and then like changed the subject and stuff.
Really?
Before you guys even the case came up again.
Yeah.
Before it became public.
So he used to just shut up about that whole thing, like,
Just not talk about it at all. Just say he's dead, and that's the end of it.
It's kind of odd.
and it was like a weird explanation. Yeah, like
It's kind of odd.
they shot
especially-
him in the head and they don't know
Especially since they don't know who did it. It'd be kind
Yeah.
of odd to
that he wouldn't be curious
Yeah.
himself or something.
Exactly.
tell anybody.
That's what was weird to me. I'm always like, well, if you didn't do it, then who do you think did it or something? And he wouldn't like ever like show any sympathy or anything, or curiosity or.
Yeah, like he wouldn't even pretend, like act in front of June. It wasn't us.
And then he would also say he was so horrible to Wendy, and
We heard from June, Jill Jane. She's got a brand new pair of shoes for the upcoming trial. I, for one, am really looking forward to seeing her outfit. For my personal taste, it's got better and better each trial so far. So it's good. The third one's going to be top to beat. I loved the black number she wore. That was great. The white suit was also very good. I didn't so much like the outfit at the first trial with the pink fuchsia top and black jacket. But the white suit was great and the black outfit was fantastic. So I'm sure she's got a brand new outfit ready for trial.
So everybody, the whole family, just he's dead, and they don't care. He's just this bad person to Wendy. It's kind of.
that's just all I've heard from them. Yeah, it's not the
Yeah.
dad or anything, or
But mom and
Charlie.
and Charlie.
Was Dad just kind of there? He's just kind of real quiet, or
He talks, but he's like talks about other things, and he is usually in the background, like, quiet or doing his own thing.
does the mom kind of run the family? You think is she kind of in charge, kind of thing, or?
I think she's more involved with the children. Like, she definitely talks to Charlie more
Yeah. The sole custodian of the children.
on the phone, sees them more, they're closer. So I think she's kind of like in charge, I guess you can say. But I didn't really see them like too much. So, but one time when I did see him on the way there, he used to get so mad and violent, like that he would.
It's called Dolce Vita. Sweet Life.
Start like throwing water on me, and like he threw my purse outside and dumped it outside of his lawn. Like, he started getting really mad.
Why?
all the
What
time.
caused him to do that kind of stuff?
Well, anything would trigger it, like if I mention other girls, but just primarily when the case came up, everything ticked him off.
Yeah.
Like he started getting red and screaming and would take random walks, like just acting like a crazy person. But I mean, because he thinks he's going to jail, I guess. I don't know how that feels. So.
Right.
It'd be like
But we
when you
would
see-
get into a lot of fights, like after like yelling physically,
like we saw on the news. You mean when the case came up? What do you mean about the case coming up?
just during the whole thing, like in the media when they signed his affidavit thing and he didn't go to jail, when Catherine got arrested, when Lewis got arrested, or Garcia or whatever his name was. So like every time some.
She said Lewis. And this is a year before the first trial. That's interesting. I wonder why. I wonder how she knew about Lewis. Would it have been released in the press? Seems like no. Why would the press say Luis Rivera, Latin King, is talking? I mean, that's for trial. I suppose Charlie would have been made aware through his lawyers about the situation. But it's interesting that it was in June's mind strongly enough to confuse with Garcia. If it was something that was just said in passing, why would it be in her head? That's interesting, but I don't know enough about when or how or by who Luis Rivera's name was put into June's head. So it might be nothing.
Something would happen. It was like, and he would have to take Xanax and deep breaths and like smoke everything.
Daisy, if your audio's cutting out, just close YouTube and open it again, because someone else said that earlier, but everyone else audio is fine. Yeah, that's just a YouTube thing apparently. Everything looks good here, but if you close YouTube and open it up, that tends to fix it.
Every night because he can't sleep or be alone. He couldn't ever be in his house. He would tell me like, I have to go outside or I need to leave the house because I'm just gonna think at home. And he would get mad at me if I didn't want to go on the boat because he didn't want to be home. Like, he just said, you don't understand. He started getting like, not like crazy violent, but like just little things would make him very angry. Like he shoved me before, but nothing like else, just like moved me once.
I'm sure that was pretty scary, especially if he's enraged like you say he was.
Well, I got scared of him once, yeah, because he was like forcing me to go on the boat and he was like just acting crazy and I wanted to...
Get on the boat, June. Get on the goddamn boat, June. What do you mean forcing her to go on the boat? Cement boots. Yeah, bring that heavy chain with you, June, and get on the fucking boat.
leave because he was scaring me.
Right.
And he wouldn't let me. He was like following me and watching my every move and stuff.
Well, it definitely sounds like you were much...
Yeah, I mean, if I was Charlie, I would think June would be a potential... You know, is she wearing a wire? Have the police got to her and influenced her, you know, and convinced her to wear a wire? Is she wearing a fucking wire? I mean, he must have thought that about everybody he knew for 6 years. Oh, great. Wow, look at that giant shoe. Look at the size of that giant shoe.
Better off just by hearing from your own words.
Yeah, well, now that you're bringing all these times up.
Yeah, it's easy to see when you
I know.
look back on it and think.
Yeah, you try to block it out, I'm sure.
Because when you miss them, you think of all the good things and you forget about all these.
I think it's just because that other girl's there with the baby and the dog, so I
like-
always think, what if that was me and stuff, but...
Yeah, see it, be glad it's not you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know
Be glad it's not you.
whatever happens, if he did do it, I guess he deserves whatever's gonna happen to him.
Exactly.
You don't need to be involved in that. You don't want to be in that house and deal with that. She's going through what you
Yeah.
went through, and she'll probably go through it some more. So, you're right.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I know, Christina. I mean, to be honest, I think if it were me, after 6 years of thinking everybody is either an undercover or my friend or my girlfriend is wearing a wire, or any restaurant I go to, there could be a cop at the next table, and I think being in cuffs and just in a cell, you know, at least you know where you are. You know what I mean? At least the writing's on the wall. It would be like a head break, you know? Like, finally. Just...
Have you spoken to his like neighbors or anything? I don't know. I just know the one on the right to him, they're like best friends. So, but he probably, since he's very close to Charlie, I don't know. He probably doesn't know anything either. But
Yeah.
Who do you think might know something that we could talk to?
I don't know because I don't know who he was involved with before me, like during that time. So the ones I did know of don't, they came, I think, I don't know if they came when I came, but they're not friends with him anymore, so.
The ones that we talked about a while ago, the ones who aren't friends with him, or are you talking about somebody else?
A while ago, some of them.
Like the girls? Are you talking about the girls?
No,
Or like Darren
guy
and...
friends. Yeah, those. Did you already talk to him?
We've talked to a bunch of people. So.
But you, well, who are the guys are there other guys out there that we should, that are no longer friends with him that you haven't talked about?
I don't think so. Just the ones I mentioned you.
Okay.
And then Corey's a part of their crew who lives by him, but he wasn't that close to Charlie. He only knew of him through another friend, like acquaintance. So.
Okay.
Anything else you think?
Not like an exact detail or event, but basically that he was just a totally different person when the whole thing came up, and he changed for the worse, and it was scary, and we just wanted it to end like when I was with him. So I think he just wants his life back to how it was.
I'm sure he does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do know he makes his bed a lot and sleeps in it too, you know.
Yeah.
He's always like not thinking before he does stuff. Sometimes he's very like he just likes to have a lot of fun, and he's irresponsible, I think, just because he doesn't have to work now and he's nothing else to do. And he likes to drink and stuff and party.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you this: was he talking to Katie a lot while you were dating before this whole thing came public?
No, not at all. Just during.
So after it hit the media, that's when he started talking to her again.
Not that you know of, right?
Yeah, not that I know of.
Did
but
she work for him?
No.
What about? Did you see the media report?
I think she was working for the dermatologist, Jerry. She worked at his office, Katie.
Did you see the media reports showing where he was getting a paycheck? I mean, she was getting a paycheck from him?
Yeah, I think that was before I was with him or something, right?
Okay. Did you ask him about it? Did you ever talk about it?
I did ask him, and he said, oh yeah, she would just do stuff or whatever, like help my mom or here and there, so. And then he was like, they didn't even look at where Katie worked like 6 jobs, he said, or something. He used to say, like, she could have got money from a car accident or like for tips at her night job or whatever. But I don't think it would equal to as much as they're saying. But
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I guess so. But
Did you see that she was driving his dad's car?
yeah, I saw it in the 2020.
What did he say about that?
he's like, oh, they make it seem like it was a nice car. It was an old Lexus that my dad wanted to get rid of and something. I
So
don't
they
know.
just gave it to her?
No, I mean, I was using this car. He bought their Range Rover for a little, but he got rid of it. I don't even know why he bought it. It's like,
You were dating him, right?
yeah, and my car was like getting old, so I just didn't want to be driving it. He
He
said
hasn't
I
offered you any cars since y'all broke up, has he?
no, but he wanted to get me a BMW before the case, and
When y'all were dating?
then he was
Yeah.
like, I can't do anything now for you because the case, they're tracking my finances and like.
Well, I mean, I guess it goes to show you guys were dating and he was wanting to do that. You know, they're not even together and he's giving her a car.
No, I know, that is weird to me. And he says he never paid for any implants or anything that they're accusing him of doing or something.
Of course he would have said that. What, the car, did he have that car when you were dating him? Did you ever
Which
see that
one?
Lexus? That Lexus?
No,
You'd
I
already,
never seen it.
You'd never seen it before? Okay. You started dating him in 15, you said?
Um,
No, you met him in 15.
And then a year later you started
A
dating
year
her.
later, is that what it was?
yeah, I might have been 16. I have to look at my
That's okay.
pictures.
Yeah.
And stuff.
But you never saw the car, okay.
I might have met him in 14 actually, or like around. No, because he was with Whitney. It wasn't with Katie when I met him, so it was after Katie.
Okay.
I think Whitney might have been right after Katie. I'm not positive on all his girlfriends, but
Right.
Yeah. Nobody is. Okay.
it does sound like I mean, it's like a piece of work, I guess, to figure out.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what we're just trying to figure out what what kind of excuses he gave you when, talking about some of these things. He said that Katie worked for his mom.
He just said she would help out and we paid her, for little things. And
Help out where? Like how?
he didn't give me specifics, but I think he just meant, I don't, he's probably lying, to be honest. I don't know.
Okay.
Because Katie worked at the dermatologist's office and a real estate office for a while, so I don't even know when she would be working at. She had like a lot of different jobs, he says.
How do you know about the dermatologist and realty?
Well, Charlie told me.
Kiwi Vanderman says, man, the whole thing is sad. Charlie's existence and wild misunderstanding of what life is about is sad. How did he stray that far off the path while being given the world on a platter? I think the answer is within the question. It was because he was given the world on a platter. If you don't learn to face consequences, or the concept of earning something, you're fucked. You're absolutely fucked. You gotta. It's the basic thing, right? If you're given the world on a platter, how can you expect to have any development? That's the problem with this. That's why he's so entitled. That's why he's so incapable of, well, whatever he's incapable of. Acknowledging fault, paying for his actions. Yeah, that's the problem. He was given the world on a platter and missed the whole fucking point.
She worked at the realty office, and then when I went to see Jerry before I knew Charlie or something, Katie was at the front desk, and I met her there before I even knew Charlie, like everything.
Right.
So I've seen her like once. But it was a couple years ago.
When she was working for Jerry.
Yeah, and she might have been dating Charlie at the time. But Jerry's also not friends with him anymore. No, not for a while. Not even when I was with him, they stopped being friends. So.
What caused them to have a falling out?
Something about a roommate dispute. Like, he blames Jerry for using his house, like, I don't know, to sell, like, something there.
House soap. Yeah, she's definitely better. She's definitely better. She's not scratching as much, and we gave her the bath with that dermatology shampoo, and we can do that again on Friday. Can only do it every 3 days apparently, but there's definitely an improvement. I wouldn't say she's right as rain. I mean, she's panting, but it is hot in here. I've just put the fan on for her. Pointing at her, not myself. I'm fucking dripping here. You have the fan, Soap. That's okay. Yeah. We'll keep you posted.
And the neighbor told him, like, something really stupid. Something like when he was out of town, like Charlie was away and Jerry did something in the house and he kicked him out of the house or something.
What did Jerry do in the house?
Sounds like Charlie doesn't get along with a lot of people.
Yeah, it does. I mean, now that he doesn't have friends or anything. He did scare me one time, now that I think back, in a text. He was coming back from Thailand or something, and I had to pick up his car at his friend's body shop to get done. And oh no, my car was there, so I had his Mercedes, and I had to drive the Mercedes to pick up my car. And I had it planned where I'd bring both cars back to the house, but I found out he was with that girl in Philippines, so I got mad and said, I'm leaving your car at the shop, you can get it when you come back. And he like went ballistic, and he said something, he's like, I'm warning you, you don't know what's coming to you, or something, like threatening me, and he scared me.
Hey Danielle. Well, she was panting before the cortisone shot. The cortisone shot apparently was to stop her scratching, and that seems to be, that seems to have happened. She's probably just hot. But we should be able to go for a swim tomorrow, so maybe that'll be better.
This is like you mess with, you're gonna regret it or something, like saying like scary things to me. He would do that a lot. I think he was kind of like, I guess you can call it schizo sometimes. Like he would be lovey-dovey 1 second, like X's and O's, and then the next he would be totally different person, like yelling, mad at you,
X's and
screaming,
O's.
like, and then go back to like being fine, like flip.
Just flip that switch for nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I still have conversations from him probably, but I'd have to dig through. But yeah, but the text said like he would say, like when he would get mad, he would just say like to watch out or something, or just like things like that.
Get on the boat, June.
Which I thought was really scary.
Was all this after the kind of came public, or was he always been like that?
No, it was all after. During the beginning, he was like an angel. And then,
And then
right
that
when
happened.
the media thing came up, a lot of things changed.
Maybe it's finally seeing his true colors
And maybe that too, because we were together longer
after.
after that part, so.
Yeah.
So I guess I still know him, like, as the beginning, and then we blame everything on the case, like.
It's easy to do that. And he doesn't have to blame himself for his own actions.
Yeah, and he was like, if I did it, I would have, don't you think they would have accused us by now or something? saying things like that. And
Sure.
Yeah.
Do you think you might have some of those texts, do you think? Conversations with him where he's threatening you?
it's in WhatsApp, so most likely if I dig through it like years ago or something, it probably is in there. Like I'd have to look through it. But he like when he gets mad, he gets mad. He gets like really angry,
Did you end up leaving
and
his
he
car?
always has to have his way. He's very selfish.
Did you end up leaving his car that night, or did you end up taking it back to his house?
I left it there.
Did you? Good
Yeah.
for you. Is that his friend's shop? Who's his friend?
His name's Sully. They're still friends,
They
so
are?
yeah. I think he's one of the few left. Him and Robert Stanton.
Yeah, I mean, Sully stayed friends with him after the conviction. I think he helped Donna move his stuff out of Whale Harbor, or kept some stuff in storage for him or something.
We're still friends with him.
Sully's the guy that had the body shop that fixed Katie's car, the White Master.
Anything else?
I don't think so. I was kind of caught off guard now, but I'm trying to like think back.
Sure.
So nothing that comes to mind right now. No.
Well, you have my contact information, so
Did you call me today?
I did.
then? That was your cell phone.
yeah, that's my cell
Oh,
phone,
okay.
so you can reach
Right
me on
before
that.
you pulled up, actually.
Yeah, it was right before you.
I
pulled
didn't
up.
even know like who you guys were. It's funny.
Yeah.
Did you follow me in, or
No.
I came after you?
We were already here.
Oh, so you already went to my door?
We hadn't gone to your door yet.
Oh.
We just happened to all get here at the same time.
Oh, that's
We
funny.
didn't want to talk to you really. Like
And you
said, not
recognized me?
Yeah.
Recognize your car.
You have your Keller Williams picture on the side.
Oh, yeah.
So we're like,
Yeah, we recognized the white BMW X5 with a cream interior. I know she actually drives a Mercedes with a bedazzled steering wheel, but I always like to think of her in a white BMW X5 with a cream interior.
like that's her.
That's funny.
So yeah, we didn't want to, like we said, we're not trying to mess you up or anything like that.
No, I
We're
know.
trying to stay low key and
Hey, Kurt.
Yeah, it's nothing against you guys. It's just my issue with him, I guess. That
We understand that. We just had to. You know, we have to do our job and we have to
No, I
follow up. So
understand.
And we try to do it quietly so the media doesn't know what you're talking to.
And my sister was like, "You need to talk to them." Like, everyone like wants me to say everything bad, but I don't really know anything, and
we just want you to tell the truth and whatever you know. We don't want you to tell us what you think we want to hear or what you think we're looking for. We want to know truthfully, and that's all we needed.
And I don't know if this little tip helps, but we're looking at horoscopes, and I was reading his to him, and it said something like, something you did back then will come back now, and it's going to take a big toll on your life or something. And he's like, wow, isn't that so true, or something.
Really?
Oh wow.
This was after the media stuff came out?
Like during, yeah, because
Yeah.
he was always stressed, and I said, look what your horoscope says, or something.
He said, isn't that so true?
He's like, wow, that's on point, or something.
Yeah.
Something from your past, something you did wrong in your past will come back to haunt you and make you pay. That's so weird. That's so true.
So that's also what made me think, like,
Like okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That made me question it too.
Yeah. If you didn't do it, you see. Well, if you think of anything else, yeah, let us know.
Yeah.
what's your name? I'm sorry.
Patrick Sanford, Special Agent Sanford. Yeah.
Do you have a card I can have or something?
Here's
I think
mine.
I've heard of your name.
Mine.
There's a website where a blog where people kind of talk web sleuths or something,
Mhm.
and that's, I think, they like all follow the case. And
My name's on the
Commenting.
arrest affidavit, so that's probably where you're it's coming
Oh,
from.
I've heard it somewhere. I
Yeah.
thought you were just like part of Kaplan's team or something.
No.
I don't know.
No, my name is on the arrest affidavits for Katie, so that's where my name probably got out there.
So you read some of the logs?
Yeah, it usually has accurate information because those people are like the diehard fans of like following up.
Following every little detail of the case.
Yeah, so they always post, and I'll check in every couple of weeks. I used to look at it every day when we were together, but
Trying to cut them out of your...
yeah, now I mean I can't really control anything now or what happens to him, and I'm not with him, so I'm just like whatever happens, we'll have to go our separate.
Hey there, Michelle. How you doing? We're gonna be wrapping this up. We've got about 9 minutes of June's interview left, and then we're gonna have to make a thumbnail and post the new video for the Chris Watts stream that we're doing tonight as well. It's a double header.
Ways, you know.
Right.
So
Well, my cell phone's not on that card, but you have my cell phone number. That's all
Okay.
my other contact information. It's my desk line and email if you ever need it. But you have my cell phone number in your phone. That's what I just called you from.
okay.
So you can call me at any of those. You know, they all go directly to me. No one else will answer them.
Okay.
Okay. So, but if you think of something, because I know we sprung this on you yesterday. There might be things you think of later, and
Yeah.
you're like, oh yeah, this happened. Like,
He might call me. I mean, he asked me last time, he's like, can I call you, like, whenever, just to talk, or the next couple weeks? And
well, he's not going to know. We're not going to say anything about talking to you, and you don't have to tell him you talked to us. I probably,
yeah.
I would
I
advise
wouldn't.
you not to tell
Yeah, I
him.
don't
He's
even
gonna
want
cause
to
you
get
problems.
involved.
Yeah.
He's going to really drill you and really...
I don't really want to know
No,
what's going
he's
on
gonna
with
go
him
on.
either, to be honest.
Yeah, he'll really start questioning
Yeah, I
you
know.
and really want to know what you told us. And
He'll hire someone for me. No, I'm kidding. I don't want to say that.
Don't
But
do
Yeah.
that,
No.
No,
that's what
Yeah.
I was afraid of
Right.
too, because I'm like,
I hear you.
he's like
Yeah,
crazy.
it's-
Yeah.
You never know. I mean, somebody's facing you. You never know.
Mhm.
But no,
Yeah.
just keep it to yourself. That's the best way to...
Pinto, how you doing? Good to see you.
Yeah.
That's my best advice I can give you. Is keep it to
Yeah, I'm
yourself.
not. I don't have any responsibility to tell him now,
Yeah.
since I don't owe him anything anymore. So.
Absolutely. And like I said, we're not telling anybody, so they don't
Mhm.
even know. I mean,
Yeah.
we come down here periodically and talk to people, and we don't let them know we're down here talking to people. The only way they're going to find out is if you say something.
Mhm.
So, and then, like you said, just advise you not to. You don't need that headache. Sounds like you've been through enough with him as it is. So,
Just move on.
Yeah,
Move on.
it's crazy. Yeah, life.
yeah,
Yes, for sure.
absolutely. Alright.
Okay. Well, thank you so much.
Yes, thank
Sure.
you.
It's funny you caught me here because I was.
What is the consensus? I say that looks like Alaska, but I'm having a hard time. Well, I don't know about that one. I mean, there's snow, so it could be. I have a hard time imagining why June Umchinda would be in Alaska.
Like literally in and out, like
Yeah.
for my mom's house.
Well, nice.
Look, they've got those little flat houses. Definitely Alaska.
So we just pulled in.
I'm glad we did. So we want to keep
Yeah.
having to bother you because
Exactly.
we want to do that.
Just wanted to.
Yeah, I think just Charlie's voice in the back of my head was like, "Don't talk to anyone, or don't
Right.
talk to them."
Yeah, he's conditioned you over a long time.
So I was
Not
like,
talking
maybe
to-
I shouldn't like get involved.
Right.
That's he doesn't want you to get involved. So,
All
Yeah.
right.
all right. Well, thank you so much. I
Yep.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yes, sure.
Give us a call. Give us a call.
Okay.
I've got a card out in the car if you want it, or you can give her too.
Yeah.
Just together. So,
Okay.
Okay.
but you can always call the FBI in
Mhm.
Tallahassee too.
Is
And
there a
get her-
trial in July? There was supposed to be one.
Got continued.
Oh,
So
We got combined.
they're
Oh,
both
so
they're both together in October.
Together now.
can they change that they're apart again? Or?
It's possible, but I don't think so. I mean, the judge ruled to put them together, so
That's better for you guys.
I think so, yeah, because you have one trial and you witness it
Yeah.
one time and testify on one
Instead of
time
bringing
as
them back.
opposed to two separate trials. I mean, it's it's better for the witnesses and the family and everything than having to go through it twice. Definitely. So that's where it's at right now. And they're both going in October.
And Charlie and the family is not invited, right? Like they're not in there or anything.
They're not under arrest right now.
Yeah.
There's no warrants for their arrest right now.
So if they won their trial, it would be dropped, right? Like Charlie.
It's hard to say. It's hard
okay.
to say what would happen if
That's
what
if
he
they were found not
thinks.
guilty. It's hard to say what would happen.
So that he thinks that if they win, then the whole thing's going to go away. And
Well, that's why I guess I heard that's why they're telling Katie to be quiet or something.
Who's telling Katie what?
Katie's attorneys, who's Charlie's paying or something. That's what people say.
Oh, it's what people say.
People say.
And I don't.
Hey, thanks so much, KLK. I'm buying Metrix a coffee because soap deserves it. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. By the way, KLK, we changed our merch provider to a it's been so good. It's been so quick. It's been such a higher quality than that bullshit company that seems like they were in liquidation. Oh, hello, Veggie Girl. Thank you for becoming a member of the channel. That's excellent. We used to have so many members. But then I had to delete them all and give them all a refund because we wanted to change the membership packages. How does that work? Welcome back, KLK and Veggie Girl.
Oh,
About
that's
that.
true.
What did Charlie ever say about her attorney?
Oh,
Anything
he's
else?
like, oh, it's BS and stuff. What they're saying about that I'm paying the attorneys and.
So you have no idea if he was or not. You never saw him trying to do anything. I mean, he's got a lot of cash, right?
Well, I know he would always talk about multiple attorneys and say that Katie has a great one and would like brag about hers and that it was
Hey!
like he knew of that person.
Oh, fuck.
Did he ever say anything about how he was telling them to keep quiet because he thinks it's going to go away? You heard that from him?
No, I heard it from like the blogger people. Like that's
I think Soap is saying thank you, KLK. Hey, Soap! Settle down. Settle down. Do you know what time it is? Back to bed, Soap. Back to bed. Have a drink.
their theory. But also we went, because he's like, he's gotten full immunity and she hasn't left or whatever. So he's like, because we didn't do it or something.
Who's Charlie's attorney?
I don't. I think he might have switched them. He might have a few.
The one who's next
No,
to
now.
Katie's attorney.
No, because I don't know. No.
Miami's a big place. There's a lot of attorneys in Miami and Fort Lauderdale. It's kind of a coincidence that Charlie's attorney is right next to Katie's attorney, isn't it?
No, I know. I mean,
He never said anything else about that other than being a good attorney. Never really talked about, did he know her? None of her attorneys or anything?
I think he knew them because he would praise them and say, like, I remember he told me the name and had me look them up or something, and they worked for celebrities or famous athletes who got off, he says, who, like, he won the trials for or something. So I think he's just planning to win and move on. But I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, nobody knows how that happens.
Yeah.
Take it to a jury and a jury decides. So, how it works. Alright.
So you guys are going to be there
You can tell the cops are getting a little
Yeah.
bit bored, right?
also. I see. You guys were at the scene or no?
I was not at the scene. My other partner before her was at the scene.
I was involved on the day it happened. I was there that day, and then I kind of had a break from the case and then back on it.
So did you interview Wendy that day?
That was my other partner.
Oh.
He took her place.
Yeah. Yeah.
He just retired. That's who I worked with. He's been working for a couple of years and did all that. And he retired recently. Yeah, she took his spot. She's been helping us with the case as well.
Throughout all of it.
Yeah.
I
I
think
know Charlie's.
I think part of General Isom had retired while he was still interviewing Wendy. I mean, you know, he kind of checked out of that interview a little bit too much. I'm sorry to say. I'd love to go to his house, though. I'd love to go to his house and cook together.
The jokester too, so that TV comment and the other ones, I can just see him saying those.
About the hitman.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's like, why would he even say that?
Yeah.
I thought that was weird, but a lot of the stuff online makes it.
Like when you put all the facts
Weird.
together,
Yeah.
just think there's stuff that hasn't been released.
Oh wow, and my
So-
sister's always like saying it's a no-brainer, like obviously.
Yeah, and that's just the
Like,
stuff that's been
everyone says that to me.
Yeah. That's just the stuff that's been released, so
Oh
You
wow.
know.
Yeah.
that's
I-
already pointing at him.
I think I was always like, oh well, he hasn't been arrested and he's not guilty until proven, or you know, that whole saying and stuff. So.
Guilty.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when you have him in your ear telling you he didn't do it.
And he's like living his normal
And yeah, and
life and stuff.
you're involved
Very
with him and
persuasive.
emotions.
Yeah, they're going down monthly, but it's I guess it was. I thought we were gonna like spend the future together. Like you know,
Mhm.
he was the first one. I thought.
Yeah, something more than just a right
Yeah.
now situation.
Yeah, so it was weird to like crush all my dreams. and
Yeah,
stuff,
we get
but-
it, June. He was dreamy.
But I guess it's way better. So
Hey,
Yeah.
be patient.
Yeah, you're making it without him so far.
thanks.
It'll
yeah.
get easier as it goes.
Yeah.
Alright.
We'll
Yeah.
let you back to it.
Exactly.
A lot more time than we
Planned on it,
anticipated,
yeah.
So, sorry to keep you so long.
But yeah, you
It's fine.
just-
I talk a lot too. So once I get started.
Okay. We're gonna end this at 7:55 p.m.
All right, that's it. June Umchinda's big interview with Sherry Bennett and Pat Sanford. I mean, she gave them a bunch of stuff to work with there. I bet they never anticipated getting so much information that they could use against the Adelsons and their co-conspirators. All right, we are in a rush. We've got to get that thumbnail. We've got to get that Chris Watts. We've got to post that live stream. So, what do we need? Like half an hour? Less? Everybody check on Discord for the link. I'm going to post it on Discord, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and that's it. That's it. Or you just check on our channel page for the Chris Watts link. We're going to be going through, what are we going through? We're going to go through some body cam footage. We're going to go through his press conferences. We're going to go through the bulk of his interrogation, which is, you know, Graham Coder. Graham Coder, to me, was probably the first time that I really just, you know, saw such a great interrogation. But the first one that I can really remember just going, oh my God, this guy's tactics are incredible. I hadn't seen Russell Williams. Obviously, that's fucking the best one, but with Detective Sergeant Jim Smith of the OPP. But Graham Coder's performance for the FBI in the Chris Watts case was absolutely stunning. He's switched, he's changed, he wore so many hats. You know, he was selling, he was threatening, and then he'd cool off and he'd come back and heat it up and just hot and cold all the way through. Pressure, relief. Fucking Chris Watts is sitting there like a rag doll, man. It's great. It's really, really great. And then I mean, we're not going to cover Tammy Lee tonight because that's going to take all the time. But it's okay. Maybe we'll do Tammy Lee again. And something, you know, we never did on this channel yet is when they all go up to Wisconsin and Chris does that bad luck soup bullshit interview, which I think they should do for every major convict. Just go up and see them. Talk to them. Annually. See if they want to say anything. I mean, why isn't that a thing? It should be a thing. We could learn things. Anyway, we're going to be doing the Chris Watts real soon. We're going to say, well, we're not going to say good night. We're going to say see you soon. That's what we're going to do. So that's pretty much it for June Umchinda, at least for the moment. Of course, she's going to be back at Donna Adelson's trial, which starts in 7 days, is it? Seven sweet days to go until we get jury selection in the Donna Adelson trial. Okay. Back in 5, everybody. Well, not 5. More like 25, something like that. Okay? See you later. See you soon. Oh, thank you, Sally. That's very nice of you, Sally. See you soon. See you soon.